Hello, Equestrians. So I've been writing for a while, but I'm still a noob. But ever since I started writing, I started thinking about how actors write in movies and TV shows. So I thought it would be fun to maybe take Molly here, who's an expert, and look at some videos.
Yeah, so are we just gonna judge people writing on screen?
I don't know. I think it's up to us.
Okay, I'm very excited to see what the video clips you will show me.
So you haven't seen most of them?
No.
And you have brought a couple of your own, so we'll see.
Oh. There's actually one scene in, I think, Two Towers when they go into this city. When you can see the tiny white neck rope on the horse.
Yeah.
But I think this writing is so impressive.
I think the interesting thing, Ian McKellen, the actor who plays Gandalf, he's obviously probably more than 70 years old in this video. So this is obviously a double for most of these scenes. Which I'm glad they did. Otherwise, Ian McKellen might not have be with us anymore.
Yeah.
But still, really impressive writing. And no, I never galloped that fast before. Just cantered.
And
I
you
think.
never cantered without a saddle or a bridle.
No.
And with a kid in front of you.
Or he's
or
a hobbit. Yeah, he's a small person. No, but I don't think he did this without a saddle. When they filmed the
really?
movie. I don't think so. I think they probably have like a fake saddle underneath.
Because he has so much cloth. Can we watch some more and maybe we can see if there's a saddle?
Yeah, sure.
I always thought it was completely bareback, but of course he could have.
They could hide a saddle underneath the robe, I guess.
Yeah, because there's a lot of robe.
And this is obviously, since Ian McKellen and the actor who plays Pippin are also similar sizes in real life, they have to use a small person to play Pippin in these scenes. So that's actually not the actor who plays Pippin.
No.
So this is mostly CGI.
That's a CG horse.
Yeah.
I think these movies have aged so well, but the CG horses are just.
So they're probably using green screens and then maybe like a moving dolly or something.
Yeah, they did that for Arwen, I know. That she just sat on this. Oh, that's without a neck rope.
You could almost see that that's not the actor who plays Pippin as well.
Yeah, but I'm not so sure he has a saddle.
We'll never know.
Maybe we could find out somehow.
Yeah,
we could just contact
in the behind the scenes.
Jackson.
So some fabulous writing.
From
Ian McKellen
fabulous.
at the age of 89. Okay, so the next clip. This is from Game of Thrones. I'm not sure which season. Oh, it actually says it's from season 6. So I think we both know what's going to happen here. So the difference is, in this clip, unlike the Gandalf one, this is actually the actor writing.
Yeah, that's Nikolai. And he does it with one hand as well. And he's just in character. He's supposed to be this cool knight, the Kingsguard knight, really good at writing. And he is. He actually is really good at writing, so it's like just perfect. I love that he does all the writing himself with one hand also. That's super impressive. He just gallops right up a stair. That's awesome.
What's the hardest part about doing that, do you think?
I have never ridden up a stair, so I guess it's kind of hard for the horse to just put its feet right. So I guess he must be really in balance, and he's wearing all this armor. He just has one hand. He has the cloak. He has everything. I guess that's like super stressful.
So when riding up a hill or up like an incline, like a stair, would you have to move your body more forward in order not to fall back? Or?
Yeah, you have to keep in balance with the horse and just not disturb it.
Yeah, and he's obviously got the armor, which is probably not as heavy as real medieval armor, but it's probably not super light. Yeah, and I've also heard from Nicholas Coster-Waldau, who plays Jamie, that he's a big horse rider and he enjoys
I can
seasons.
imagine.
Yeah.
I guess he's been riding for a long time, not just in preparation for these series.
Yeah.
But of course, this is season 6, so maybe I got a lot of practice.
I wonder if we look at the stairs, So it's hard to tell, but I'm curious if they sort of did something to make it look like stairs.
Yeah,
either
is
in CGI
this
or...
actually stairs he's riding up, or is it just like a slope?
They could have used maybe like a green screen Because obviously most of this is going to be maybe green screen, so maybe it's a green screen slope, and then the horse is just riding on a basic incline.
If I had to guess, I think it's a real stair, because you can see the horse just puts its hooves like this, so it doesn't look like it's just running up a regular slope.
Right, because if it was a slope, it would just run like normally.
But now it kind of looked like it put its hooves like on the stair.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure.
And either because you can't see the hooves, so they've either done a very good job at doing the CGI in post to sort of hide the hooves, so it sort of hides it like the stairs would if you were looking down. Otherwise, if it was just a slope, you would obviously see all the hoof the entire way, and the angle would be different. So this is a bit different. This is not a riding clip, this is just a horse clip. But I thought it was interesting to bring something different in, okay?
Okay.
All right, did you see what happened?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, so as the actors come riding in, he's supposed to dismount. And then as he dismounts, I don't know, the horse gets spooked, there's a lot happening, so he kicks to the side of him and hits one of the actors or the extras.
So those people are not CG people, obviously,
No.
the real actors.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure what movie this is. It might be like a Akira Kurosawa movie or something, but this is probably like in the 80s, so you wouldn't have that good CGI back then.
And the kick is so fast, it's like a cobra.
Yeah, and I think he does a great job at getting back into the action.
But they just kept on going, and this ended up in the actual movie.
Yeah. This is the actual movie, so this is just an extra.
And the guy just flew up. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I wonder if the rider even noticed.
I don't think so.
And the horse barely moves. It just sticks out its leg. That looks painful.
Okay, next clip.
This is one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
In the whole movies. Liv Tyler, who played Arwen, obviously had a great double. And I actually think that Viggo Mortensen bought this horse for the woman who did the riding for Arwen.
Oh, the stunt woman.
Yeah, because they had such a great connection. And obviously the clips of Liv Tyler is just her on a barrel doing this.
Yeah. Which impressive that, I mean, her acting is very convincing here. So.
It's fantastic. I just love this. I think she does like the lead changes when they go around the trees.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
Super. Again, with a small person in front of her, couldn't be so easy.
I mean, what would be the risk of riding, because this is obviously terrain. So.
I mean, there's always the risk of the horse tripping and falling. I know they were a bit worried about the ground in some cases, because if there's like a rabbit hole or something, the horse can just get stuck and break its leg. So of course, there's always a risk.
Probably they would have to maybe check the entire field before.
I would guess they scouted the area very thoroughly before filming.
All right.
Amazing.
Okay, so this is a clip from the movie Hidalgo.
It's a beautiful Arabian horse. But this is a movie about...
Yeah, so Hidalgo is a long time since I saw this movie, but from what I remember, it's a race. It's basically a race in Arabia somewhere, so through the desert. And traditionally, you would ride Arabian horses because they have very good stamina.
They're like superior stamina, endurance horses.
They would perform very well in these circumstances. But in this movie, the main character is played by Viggo Mortensen, another Danish person who's a good horse rider. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is with these Danes, but they're pretty good at riding for some reason. So he's riding a Mustang.
A Mustang?
I think.
Isn't it a quarter horse?
No, it's actually it's supposed to be a Mustang.
Okay.
Which I guess they have this whole mythos around being really aggressive but strong and impressive horses. And from what I remember, he actually kept this horse as well, or bought this horse. So after the movie, which I can sort of see. I mean, you get very attached probably from working for many days with these animals. And this is, I think, the first clip where we see some Western riding. Yeah,
because I don't know if Viggo is like an experienced Western rider, or if he like did mostly English. Because obviously in the Lord of the Rings it was English riding. But he looks comfortable enough in the saddle.
Yeah, he got the split ends rather than just having like the...
Oh!
Yeah.
Wow! No!
So the horse reacts.
The horse reacts to Viggo hitting people.
Stealing water. Yeah.
Oh, yes!
I I mean, this is the typical theme in movies as well, where sort of the horse has some sort of almost human-like intelligence, where they can react to the action, and you'll whistle. And every game essentially has the whistle function.
Yeah, you can always whistle for the horse. Do you think he actually did the stunt by himself, going up on the horse in full canter?
If he was Tom Cruise, probably, but he's not, so maybe not. I don't know. Okay, so this is from one of my favorite movies, Gladiator. There's some good writing in this movie, but the scene that came to mind was this one. So, Russell Crowe, who plays the main character in this movie, seems to be the one writing here. I'm not sure what his background is in writing. But obviously in this scene, he's got two horses. So he's riding the main horse, and then he's bringing the other horse around. Do you know why?
No.
So I think his thinking here is in the scene he's going to travel very far. So my guess is he's thinking, maybe I can change the horse. I'll let the other horse rest in between galloping.
Oh. The funny thing in movies is they always seem to canter everywhere.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna travel far, you would never like canter the whole way.
What would be the main?
I guess you would walk or trot sometimes in between.
Yeah. So this whole scene of like galloping through the Middle Earth, that's not really accurate.
No, but it's dramatic, so
it looks good. It looks good.
It looks fantastic.
Especially when Ian McKellen does it at age 84. Yeah, so we're talking about the horse getting tired, but so the main character's always traveled pretty far here, so he's tired himself. I can only imagine how tired his horses are.
Yeah.
All right.
But
yeah.
I guess I don't really see the point in bringing two horses if he didn't have like a lot of luggage. But maybe they can take turns carrying him.
Yeah, because they're carrying him. I'm guessing he's thinking maybe I'll let the horse sort of rest in between. Who knows? Who knows what he was thinking? Okay, so this is your clip.
Yes, this is my clip.
What's happening here?
So this is actually a clip from the Witcher Netflix series. Here you can see Geralt and Jaskier just riding along. And from what I know, I actually think that Henry Cavill, who plays Geralt, owns this horse now.
Yeah, I mean, I know an embarrassingly amount of things about Henry Cavill, but I don't know if he owns this horse. But if you say so,
I think I saw on his Instagram that he owns the horse. The horse is obviously called Roach in the series and in the games.
What did he name the horse in real life? It would be amazing if we called it Roach.
I don't know. It already had a name. I think it's a mare as well.
A Roach could be a mare. I mean,
maybe
the character Witcher, at least in the books and I think in the games, he calls every horse he rides a roach. So it's not actually
every horse is a roach.
Yeah, whatever horse he can find, he just names it the same thing.
Yeah.
It keeps it simple, I guess.
Yeah, but I also think that Henry Cavill has a second horse, a Frisian, called Hector.
That's a great name.
I'm not sure if it's true, but I think so.
Okay, interesting.
Just so you know.
We'll keep watching.
But I think he's really good at riding. You can see he's really comfortable in the saddle.
Yeah,
he
look at that rein
knows how to hold
control.
the reins.
Yeah.
He looks just cool and relaxed.
We can't say anything about the walking technique of the other Jaskier here, but he's got good technique as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the rein control. Again, I'm not the expert here, but it seems to me that he has very good rein control. He's riding with good form.
Yeah,
good,
I think he looks...
posture. He's got a lot better posture than I've had during this video.
Maybe his legs are a bit like too much...
Forward?
Maybe he thinks a bit too much about keeping the heels down, so his legs comes forward a bit. But I mean,
yeah,
it's a tiny thing. I think he looks quite comfortable and relaxed, and it's obvious that this is not his first time on a horse.
Would you ride with this much control of the horse if you're just traveling?
No, I wouldn't.
So why
riding out? I either work the horse, and then you would obviously have it like on the bit and just work it.
Yeah.
But if I'm just traveling, I would just have a loose rein and let it walk.
So why do you think that he's riding like this in the scene?
It looks good.
It looks good.
And this way, he obviously needs to have control and like contact with the horse in order to have it like walk the right speed, so it doesn't just walk away.
And he probably has like a path he has to follow for the shot to work.
Yeah. And he has to like keep the same speed as Jaskier.
So maybe if he like gives the horse more movement, he can sort of maybe get distracted, maybe see some tasty food on the ground, some bushes or something.
And I suppose they have like warmed up, so the horse is like knows what's going on, and just they warmed up a bit. And
so you don't think you would do the scene like straight away with the horse fresh? You'd probably
would probably warm it up first. But again, they're just walking, so it's not he's gonna take off in a canter. So
right.
But when starting, you always want to start on the loose rein, so the horse can get the chance to get warm, ready.
This is beautiful.
It's a
riding.
beautiful horse. Yeah, you can see his leg is too far forward.
Yeah,
slow, like.
that looks a bit.
You actually want like the hip and the heel to be in a straight line up to your shoulder.
So the
so you had to put your.
So the legs have to be backwards.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even know that. We're learning. Okay, so this is the last clip. This is your second clip.
Mm-hmm.
So let's check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, here we can see. Okay, so he's moving to the side.
I think he's doing a bit stiff.
Well, I mean, Cillian Murphy, he's obviously a very no doubt. I mean, he doesn't ride that much in this show, but I mean, enough for where I think a serious actor like him would feel like I want this to look good, so I'm gonna put the time in. Okay, so interesting, a few clips. I think the theme in these clips at least have been very talented, well-trained either doubles or actors. So I have no complaints. I'm very impressed. How about you?
I'm very impressed as well. No complaints at all. Maybe next time you could do the opposite and find us some bad horse riding in movies. That would be very interesting.
Okay, I'll do my best. Maybe that's your task. Maybe you're better suited to see the bad riding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's very interesting. I always look at the writing in every movie and show I watch.
Yeah.
Because you just find these funny things when, for example, there's a character that's supposed to be very like a knight, a skilled knight, and it's obvious that it couldn't get the horse to canter, so they're just trotting, bumping around, and you're like, no,
you had one job, knight.
Yeah.
You're supposed to ride the horse.
So that's quite immersion breaking for someone who knows a bit about horses. But obviously it's very hard for an actor who has never been on a horse to just act like they're super comfortable and natural with it.
And the main characters obviously get the prep. They get probably like a coach, and they get the time because they have to make it look good, while the extras might just have been thrown up on a horse and just,
Yeah, but in some movies, like The Lord of the Rings, they actually did take people who were experienced riders, because they took people with their horses as stunt.
And they had to source people from New Zealand as well, so that's why they use women, right? Because
it was actually the riders of Rohirrim are actually mostly women with just loose beards, because those were the people available on New Zealand with horses. So that's very funny. But the great thing is that these women really know their horses and they can ride very well.
Yeah, so because if you're 200 riders, you have to be comfortable having control of your horse, obviously. So cool. All right, cool. That's it. Until next time, guys. Thanks for watching.
Hope you enjoyed. Bye.